It's a strange but true story. It happened in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital.
Kájọ máa gbé pọ̀ ló lè dá o. Bí ire bá wọlé ayọ̀ ni ó pín kárí o. Wo ojú ọ̀run tó ṣú òjò ni yóò fi rọ̀ bèbè. Ṣèbí kájọ máa gbé pọ̀ ló lè dá o.
This is Adiosun Idiorogbo community in Apete, Ibadan, Ido local government. In this building, residents discovered a 4-year-old decomposed body of a man identified as Mr. John Aderemi Abiola, one of the landlords in the area, who was last seen in December 2018. The news of the discovery hit the social media on Sunday, 9th of September 2022, after the community decided, with the approval of the police authorities, to go into his compound to clear a bush that had overgrown the building's fence into the next building. The complaint was that the bush had become a harbor for different dangerous reptiles.
This set of bungalows were the ones that were there before.
Okay. People are not living in the building to the right, and the one at the left-hand side was built about 2 years ago.
Saturday Special Crew, on getting to the neighborhood, learned that the move was made when the owner of the piece of land beside Mr. Abiola's house moved in about 2 years ago after the completion of the construction. But the invasion of his residence by snakes crawling in from the next compound got him worried about the safety of his family. This led the community to approach Apete police station, where they were given the nod to go into the late John Aderemi Abiola's building. A timely visit it was for Saturday Special Crew, as laborers and some landlords were found clearing and burning the bushes earlier cleared from the compound of the deceased. We also noticed late Abiola's Volkswagen Golf car with registration number AKD 769DC, which had been covered by the bush before the clearing. Despite years of being packed, the car's tires and other accessories were still intact. One Mr. Olainka, a cousin to the deceased, who failed to disclose his identity further, said Mr. John Abiola had always loved to be alone since his youthful days. He said the deceased deserted the family, making it difficult for them to locate him.
When I talk to 2 or 3 people, it's the same thing they said. We talk about him. He's a very quiet guy. He's a very quiet person. He doesn't keep women. One thing I know about him, he doesn't go after women. You understand? They were even begging him. Some people said they are begging him. Let us give you a wife. He said, okay. And they were trying to even look for someone to be living with him in the house. He doesn't like the way the guy was doing that he'd be okay. What he does, okay. He now build another small, so that person can be living here. The only thing is that it's not a lesson for the family. Everybody heard about this thing, because we try to live this. Most of us who are educated to we always say that I don't want my family, I don't want so and so, I don't want to get why are you running away from your family? You are not solving the problem by running away from your family, because the whatever is affecting you will still continue to run after you. But when you come back, let us sit together. That's why we are solving it in our father's side. Now we are having a meeting, sitting down to solve the problem.
Another brother of the deceased remarked that his brother was a kind-hearted person until his Igbo wife came into his life. Stella Victor, a perishable food dealer who has been living in the area for over 8 years, said the deceased was a pleasant person to everyone.
He's my customer. He used to come and buy something here. But the last day he came here, he said he want to travel to Port Harcourt. He bought pepper that day. The pepper that he bought is very small, so that we're able to finish it before he go. Read the next day, we didn't see Baba. We say, maybe Baba has gone to Port Harcourt. We didn't see Baba. Since then, we don't know where Baba is. If I asked Baba, I say, what about your family? He said they are in Port Harcourt. He's very gentle and kind, but he don't normally to play with people.
Although the evacuation of the remains of the deceased had been done, family members were still on the ground to try to give him a proper burial, as the grave was being dug in the compound of the deceased as at the time of our visit. Those who spoke to us off camera said that the gap tooth in his skull and the exposed teeth were evidence that they were his remains. Also, a pair of boxers could still be seen around his waist, while his shirt must have been eaten by his rotten flesh. Only a tiny piece remained by his side. Also found with him was his phones and laptop. What are the lessons to be learned from the mysterious death of Mr. John Aderemi Abiola? High Chief Lekun Alabi is the Maye Olubadan of Ibadan land.
Yorubas detest anyone living alone. It's not in our culture for you to live alone. That's why if the person is childless or want to tuka, Yoruba encouraged grandchildren, cousins, nieces and nephews to come and live with them, minus maids. So from the beginning, Yoruba, that is why all these modern estates you have, go and look at the original Yoruba settlement history. Agboleni now, car, whereby 10, 15 families will be in a commune.
Clerics also advised against living in isolation, saying the holy books abhor this.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, that every human being will taste death. So his issue shouldn't be a very big thing that will begin to drag. We all know that everybody is going to die. But on the perspective of not mingling with family, Allah said, "Inna Allah ya'muru bil adl wal ihsan." Allah said, be good to your people, be just to everybody. If he has been doing good to his family and friends, they will rightly know that they have not been seeing him for a while. Because if I'm good to you, definitely if you don't see me for a while, you have to give me a call. I believe this should be a big lesson to every human being. Wherever you are, be nice and be good to people around you.
We should try as much as possible to have somebody to confide in. Though people have been disappointed, people have been disappointed in people, but yet we need to talk to others. Meanwhile, the Bible also says we should not forsake the gathering of the brethren. We should not forsake it, the gathering of the brethren. There must be brethren, there must be people around you that they will at least understand what you are passing through.
Late Abiola, whose date of birth was discovered to be October 1st, 1954, reportedly moved into the house in July 2017, but was not in close relationship with other residents except for informal greetings whenever their paths crossed. Known as an engineer who was based in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, with his family before moving to Ibadan. He was said to have lived in a couple of areas within Ibadan before constructing the house in Adeosun community. May his soul rest in peace.